about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising, that look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you're never leaving my face. Heart is racing here now, never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess, no. You're a mind reader. Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising, that look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my veins. Heart is racing here now, never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess, no. You're a mind reader. Mind reader.
What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. Back with another video. Hope everybody's doing well and swell in the new world normal. Back in the Matrix, literally, in the wild, wild world, in the wild, wild west. There's a lot going on in my area, a lot going on in y'all area, a lot going on in the world. What's good, Gemini's? A lot going on everywhere. And it couldn't get any more crazier. But guess what? It is. You know, on a deeper level. You knew everything was going to uptick after the eclipse. Just is what it is. Whatever anybody takes from that is on them, you know. Been doing this a long time. Beating a dead horse for a long time. But yeah, it is a lot going on. Everywhere. And the a lot going on is just the craziness, the change in the world, the change in society, all that stuff. It's got to be the cheapest fucking phone holder in existence. That's why I never use this. That's why I never use this fucking trash ass holder. Let me see. Maybe I could just put it like that. That way it can be trashy down here. Yeah. So, shout out to all you guys. But it is crazy. Man, I don't even know where to begin. Hold on, guys. I gotta take this call. All right, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so a lot going on in the crazy world, and I know what's going on in your neck of the woods. I mean, from the protests to the school shootings to the mass police shootings, like the other day, and I don't forgot where it was at, Carolina or Oklahoma. I don't know where the fuck it was at, but 8 officers shot, 4 dead. Here in Rochester, I mean, here in where was it at? Syracuse, not too long ago. Two. I mean, just a lot of craziness going on. Just wild of the wild, wild of the wild, and it's only going to increase, guys. Like I said, there's people need to wake up. Like it's going to get better. There's no truthers are going to come together and save the world. There's no fucking Trump supporters are going to fucking ban up and Trump's going to come save every fucking. There is none of that, man. We save each other. That's it. There's about to be a cleanse on this earth. Whatever that may be, it's coming. I told you got all the religion believing it's at the end time. All right. It don't matter because that shit will be manifested by humanity any fucking way. And that's what people need to realize and understand. Oh my God, it worked today. That's what people need to come to grips and understand and let go. You just got to let go. Let go. Whatever gonna happen. You just got to prepare for it. I mean, it's crazy. It's good ESP, Space Troll, and people, tell me, oh, and all the spirituals, whatever. Hey, it is what it is, man. People need to just see what's happening. You got the oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know, I forgot what I was about to say. Going through this car wash. You got all these protests going over, and they're gonna leak into, other protests around the country. Again, it's the Palestine protests. It's really the communities really aren't involved. It's more of just the fucking college rejects. You know what I mean? The college indoctrinated, Hunger Games rejects. That's all it is. Fucking the weirdos that they created that just believe anything the government throws at them. The straight agents of the state, mind control, my MK Ultra, mind manipulated. So It's just going to increase. They had a weak ass protest here in Rochester on the college. Notice it's all on college campuses, guys. Know the significance of what colleges are, um, and understand that it is from the Royal Church of England. It is from that faction, whatever you want to call it. The Catholic, control, whatever name you want to put on it. That's where that shit comes from. And I'm not looking at the protest because I can give a fuck less about it. What it is it's more of they're harnessing energy. You guys don't know, a lot of these old colleges are placed on strategic ley lines. All right, they're placed on strategic ley lines. They have a deep rooted history with the occult, right? We already know that. Um, so they're building and harnessing more energy. You know. Hold on 1 second, I'm going through this damn car wash. They're building and harvesting more energy. That's all they're doing for their plans and their agendas. Um, it's gonna get loud in here. So, that's why they're having it all at these colleges. They're just they're just trying to elevate that energy, you know. Um, uh, Check it out. College, an organized association of persons invested with the certain powers and rights or engaging in some common duty or pursuit. That's what a college means. That's the etymology of the word college. All right. Um, Body of scholars and students within an right? Endowed institution of learning. Right. Okay. And notice, um, sorry. Sorry. And then, hold on, it's loud as fuck in here. So yeah, the college, it's a community of people, and we know they highly indoctrinated these people. Um, so this is what they're doing. They're just increasing energy for greater things, and it's just what they do. You know, so there's just so much going on, guys. In America, well, the United States ain't. The trajectory is still headed towards a disaster. Um, um, it just is what it is. It makes you wonder, like, like you look at the basketball, right? Right now it's like NBA playoffs, and I've seen like because I love basketball, but I don't really watch it much. But the fucking playoffs, there's a lot of like early exits. Like, are they trying to get this motherfucker over to generate as much money as they can because they know something? You know, it's like, hmm, hmm. Hold on, what is it? Yeah. So you got you got all the big, you know, people out. You know, LeBron James, Kevin. I know nobody cares about this, but it's like all the big stars are out. Like, like I'm looking at it like, okay, and then you see the news stories about all the celebrities, and the fucking news is talking about, literally news stories talking about building fucking bunkers and protecting yourself. And I'm like, okay, they just made all the big stars exit the fucking playoffs, like the real big stars exit the playoffs. I'm like, these motherfuckers. This is the only reason why I'm talking about it. Is like, is these motherfuckers? They know something we don't. Like, are they about to go underground or some shit? I mean, think about it. And then, oh yeah, here I got this video. Check this out. When mainstream media is saying this shit, right? Remember, everything's a conspiracy theory. Everyone's a conspiracy theorist, and all this other shit, stuff. Yeah, this could be mind manipulation, MK Ultra for whatever reason. But watch this shit. This is the news story, right? Hold on. Check out this news story from Fox fucking News. Hopefully it'll play. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if it plays. All right. Check out this news story.
Now, Pete, I think that some of these bunkers are bigger than the houses that you and I grew up in, but you've got a bunker, and that it doesn't surprise me to hear that. What kind of bunker are you building out there?
A very simple bunker, Brian. I thank Griff for the shout out. I don't have billions of dollars to build a bunker. Like most people, not a lot of disposable income with lots of kids. So you do what you can. The house we bought came with like a cellar bunker, tornado shelter type thing. So we're trying to modify it to be prepared. But all I'm really trying to be prepared for, Brian, is a grid down situation. I don't know if the zombie apocalypse is coming. I don't know if war is coming. I don't know what's coming. All I know is that when the power goes out, whether you're in Tennessee or New York City, life changes. Within 48 hours, the whole world's different. Within 96 hours, we can't even predict what the world would look like, what our society would look like. So where are you going to get food? Where are you going to get water? Where are you going to get power? How are you going to get it off the island of Manhattan if you want to get off? Or how are you going to go get to your family and friends? Do you have gasoline? Like, to me, it's more just a mindset of having the essentials for 5, 6, 7 days. And then if the grid's really down, well, then maybe only the billionaires survive at that point.
It's funny, growing up, my grandparents had a bomb shelter, and it was really fun to play in it. I never knew that it would be like a serious thing that we'd actually be talking about, Pete. On that note, I want to stick with this theme, but it was interesting that the CEO of that company said that they're seeing a little bit of an uptick as well in areas like Los Angeles, right, where it's a lot of crime that's increasing and people are focusing on security. Do you see that as sort of like another secondary business for these guys?
Big time. Well, that's a huge secondary business, the idea of safe rooms where you can go should you be. I mean, think about places where the rule of law barely exists. The police forces have been thinned out. The 911 reaction time is minutes, tens of minutes when it used to be a minute or two. What are you going to do if there's a home intruder? First of all, a lot of these places you don't even have a Second Amendment right. By the way, I listed food, water, and everything else. Before that, you better have the ability to defend yourself, a firearm and ammunition, because if things really go sideways, that's what you're going to need to protect yourself. But yes, bunkers, safe rooms, weapons. Hey, we can laugh about it, but if something changed, it's going to be the folks that are prepared that are ready to go. It's not a conspiracy. I think it's real life.
Yeah, I heard that shit. What I take from the video is, one, it doesn't matter what it is, they're laughing. Two is they're joking about, they're telling the truth in a lot of shit. And, it just is what it is, But, everything's a conspiracy theory, but they put this out here, right? And then you have, stories coming out where the Kardashians, Shaquille O'Neal and Tom Cruise are building bunkers, and of course there are no Bill Gates and shit. And you know, I mean, hey, this is just shit they put out here. You know, Mark Zuckerberg, Post Malone got a bunker, Rihanna got a bunker. You know, if I was a fucking billionaire, I'd have a bunker my goddamn self. I mean, it's not shit. It's just, you know, it is what it is. You know, but think about it. They just come on here, laugh willy-nilly on the news and tell you this shit. And then clown about the Second Amendment. You know, that's the first thing you should have is the right to, I mean, it's the ability, fuck the right, the ability to defend yourselves, you know? And, you know, that's number one. Fuck the right. The ability to defend yourself is what you need to have first, you know? So it's just a wild world we living in, man. You know, who would have thunk it? Right? Who would have thunk it? So it's just mad shit going on, man. Other than that, it's been beautiful up in the Northeast. You know, finally, weather breaking a little bit, getting into the 60s and 70s. So, yeah. But, you know, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? All you got to do is prepare. You know, all this gobbledygooking on the internet and shit. Just gotta get prepared, man. You never know when they're gonna push that button. And they even told you 48 hours, 96. You better be where the fuck you need to be in 96 hours, because at that point, nobody knows. You already know I got the 72-hour rule. You got 72 hours to get where you need to get before this bitch gets either locked down or everything is cut the fuck off. You know, where I got that from, I don't know. 72 equals 9. That's some divine shit that I got. And you got 72 hours. You know, when something happens, pay attention. Don't panic and be like, okay. And then, you know, that's the first sight of what happens. Then during that first, you know, 8-hour window, watch the trajectory. And you'll be able to figure it out from there. That motherfucker's getting a okay. Your body telling you and your energy, you're getting a signal. It's time to get to wherever, get in position, do whatever you got to do, because time's already been ticking, you know. And that's not fear. And people are saying, "Oh, fear, doomsday." Motherfuckers laugh. "Oh, nothing happened to eclipse, doomsdayers." Those are the motherfuckers that are gonna suffer. Those are the ones that are stuck with a spirit of, you know, fear, pretending they're not in fear. That's all that is. People that say that, they're just so fearful, they want to dismiss it. This ain't got shit to do with fear. I've been out in chaos situations. I don't give a fuck. I've been built for this. In my past life, I feel like I was some kind of warrior or something. Like, I'm not scared of none of this shit. I don't give a fuck. You know, if I got to go through it, I'm going to go through it. I've already faced that, you know. I've been in some weird, shit that I forgot about. I was going through some videos I saw, you know, years ago. I think it was like 2017 or some shit where, you know, I was out there documenting the goddamn New World Order fucking streets of Rochester with goddamn fucking Puerto Rican festival aftermath. Dangerous as a bitch out there, you know? And, you know, a lot of other shit that I've been in, man, like, you know, Buffalo, you know, all kinds of shit were just shit. The police ain't fucking coming, you know? Police not coming, sorry. Even when I was a kid, we had an ice storm here. Motherfucking police, power was out in Rochester for like 2 weeks. Ice storm 91, I think it was 91. And me and my friend, we walked the entire fucking city in the shit, you know? A lot of shit was going on. People were looting, you know? I was a badass kid, but I wasn't looting. I was just amazed at all the damage. You know, we was trying to help people. you know. And it's cool, you know. We can stay positive and shit like that. Yeah, we always are, you know. But understand what is really happening, you know. Understand that there are shit going on. Literally, motherfuckers forgot 2020, 2019, 2023, 4. Just in 24, they told you to forget about it. And motherfuckers actually forgot about it. Like, these motherfuckers shut the world down. They shut the fucking world down. People died. They did shit. They came around and said, you want to take this that we're offering? What the fuck you think that was a message to? That was a clear and present danger. Remember that famous line? That was clear and present danger. They shut the fucking world down. Bitch, you wasn't going nowhere. Like, what? You couldn't hop on a flight and go anywhere? Bitch, what is wrong with y'all? That's the shit that I don't understand. Like, motherfuckers got amnesia. They just forget. Like, what? I don't forget. They forgot. They shut the fucking world down. You can't tell me shit. I don't give a fuck how they did it or what they did. I know in my life, I wasn't shut down. But I'm just telling you, the majority of people, they shut y'all world down. You couldn't go to work, school, doctors, nowhere. You believed you couldn't drive anywhere. Motherfuckers believed that shit. Your grocery stores were lying. You were lying the fuck up outside them bitches. You know? Come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You know, not you guys, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about for the people who don't get it. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, you think that was just, you know, that was a conspiracy theory? Like, Mr. 19, what they ran, that was a conspiracy theory. They were just playing with us. You know, like, they were just fear. They were just trying to put fear in us. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, man? You know? What is wrong with these people? You know, shout out to all y'all that know and understand. Shout out to my brother Wise. Me and him have these conversations all the time. A lot of motherfuckers that be around here don't even get it. They don't get it. They don't really get it. You know, they want to talk about, oh, it's fear and fear mongering. Oh, you guys are fear and all this other shit, pushing fear. Like, what? Like, where have you been? Are you even? How about look out your eyeballs right now, which are your windows, and look the fuck around? There's a clear agenda. I'm walking through a park and they're giving away free medicine. That is a clear agenda. Where in the fuck the world is any medicine free on the where they just throw it on the street? Like, literally, they just throw the medicine on the fucking street. And I'm talking about a video I just uploaded about the Narcan. I'm walking through the park. There's like 5 boxes of fucking. You just open it up and there's Narcan in there. Like, what? Where in the fuck do they give away anything for free? And then another thing that lets you know how much money they're making. They're making so much money. The ones who create that chemical concoction that requires them to give Narcan, that goes to show you how much money they make. They can give the antidote away for free. Ain't that crazy? They can give that shit away for free. We live in a wild ass world. And that's another thing. People say, well, this medicine is free. Why can't other medicines be free? And they'll be like, oh, well, the city bought it. It's not really free. And this, and well, where does the city get the funds for that shit? Maybe there's some other kind of, you know, funds they can muster up. Like, what? How much they paid for all that medicine? Or how much did they get to do this? Like, what? It's all some kind of connection somewhere with finances. You know? I mean, this shit is ridiculous, man. You know? I know, right? Wouldn't surprise me. I ain't even get in. I ain't even dive into the chemical concoction of Narcan. You know? Crazy. So, all the wild weather too. Like, yeah, motherfucker. If they talk about climate change and you start seeing the climate change, these motherfuckers, there's no fear mongering. these motherfuckers are doing shit. They're not just playing. They're not just fucking around. They're not just, they got a clear fucking agenda. It's clear. And they told you it's clear. They're like, what is wrong with people, man? Honestly, I don't get it. Still to this day, I don't fucking get it. If somebody shuts their entire system down, and that's another way how you know who's running this shit. Like that's another thing. People, these people run it. Those people run it. Y'all couldn't see who the fuck shut this bitch down? Y'all didn't see the oil fucking war that they had right at the beginning of Mr. 19? That lets you know who is in control of this shit. That will let you know that there's a disagreement amongst high fucking places. And everybody's not on the same page, You've been sold from the CIA MK Ultra mind control program of this vision of a new world order. All right. And it's not that. Oh, there's parts of it, but it's not that. That's something people need to wake up and realize and come to grips with. It's not that. It's different. It's going different. They told you what's up, but they didn't tell you what's up. All right. You in the hallway, you hearing shit through the door that they talk about. Meanwhile, you ain't realized that was a fucking tape recorder. They in 3 other rooms behind that shit. That was just that they knew you was listening, so they just had to throw you off a little bit. And then people think, oh, I'm a truther. What? Unbelievable. If reincarnation is real, maybe the people who see the lights are the ones who have been here before. That's exactly right. Who could really see and feel and understand, who really, and know that they're growing at every moment in the present time. That's a fact. I've always felt I've been here before. That's why I don't panic. I don't panic in situations. Like I'm not going to panic, It just is what it is. I'll react, but panic, no, after that shit's released from your body and you get out of Dodge or whatever situation it is, now your clear mentality is at its highest levels. They've shut most people's levels of clarity off, and they just panic and fucking hypervent and just go crazy. They're just a fucking haywire ass fucking robot. Those are the people that die. Those are the people that get fucked up. It's because they're not wired right. So when then these chemicals release in their body, it's all fucked up. It's some motherfuckers that's so fucked up they don't know right from wrong. Like when something fucked up is happening, they're like, oh, I'm gonna stand here and watch, and then they get clocked in the fucking head with a baseball bat, and they just lay there and they don't even try to, their fight and flight is just turned the fuck off. Society, chemicals, and this entity has turned people's fight and flight mechanism off in them. Okay? Totally off. So, all right, guys, give me 1 second. All right. Just juice. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna play this fucking. I'll play. What video I'll play? I play this video again.
Pete, I think that some of these bunkers. I think that some of these bunkers are bigger than the houses that you and I grew up in, but. You've got a bunker, and that it doesn't surprise me to hear that. What kind of bunker are you building out there?
A very simple bunker, Brian. I thank Griff for the shout out. I don't have billions of dollars to build a bunker. Like most people, not a lot of disposable income with lots of kids. So you do what you can. The house we bought came with like a cellar bunker, tornado shelter type thing. So we're trying to modify it to be prepared. But all I'm really trying to be prepared for, Brian, is a grid down situation. I don't know if the zombie apocalypse is coming. I don't know if war is coming. I don't know what's coming. All I know is that when the power goes out, whether you're in Tennessee or New York City, life changes. Within 48 hours, the whole world's different. Within 96 hours, we can't even predict what the world would look like, what our society would look like. So where are you going to get food? Where are you going to get water? Where are you going to get power? How are you going to get it off the island of Manhattan if you want to get off? Or how are you going to go get to your family and friends? Do you have gasoline? Like, to me, it's more just a mindset of having the essentials for 5, 6, 7 days. And then if the grid's really down, well, then maybe only the billionaires survive at that point.
It's funny, growing up, my grandparents had a bomb shelter, and it was really fun to play in it. I never knew that it would be like a serious thing that we'd actually be talking about, Pete. On that note, I want to stick with this theme, but it was interesting that the CEO of that company said that they're seeing a little bit of an uptick as well in areas like Los Angeles, right, where it's a lot of crime that's increasing and people are focusing on security. Do you see that as sort of like another secondary business for these guys?
Big time. Well, that's a huge secondary business, the idea of safe rooms where you can go should you be. I mean, think about places where the rule of law barely exists. The police forces have been thinned out. The 911 reaction time is minutes, tens of minutes when it used to be a minute or two. What are you going to do if there's a home intruder? First of all, a lot of these places you don't even have a Second Amendment right. By the way, I listed food, water, and everything else. Before that, you better have the ability to defend yourself, a firearm and ammunition, because if things really go sideways, that's what you're going to need to protect yourself. But yes, bunkers, safe rooms, weapons. Hey, we can laugh about it. But if something changed, it's going to be the folks that are prepared that are ready to go. It's not a conspiracy. I think it's real life.
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Shout out to you. You see how they just mock us in the news story? Like, they just laugh and they're like, and that guy was just so condescending and like, most people can't afford to be like just gloating and like pretending like he's like, a regular kind of fucking guy. He's probably got a fucking suite with Bill Gates underground or some shit, But hey, that's where the devils go. They go deep under the ground, They got to go hide from, they got to hide. They got to hide because Jesus coming back. They got to hide because, the spirit of the people is coming back. That's why they got to go hide. That's the real reason. Whatever the fuck they do, they're doing it because they're trying to hide because they are just some fucked up, creatures. So they got to hide, You think a real righteous person would be like, I'm going to hide in a bunker, whatever happens, happens, billionaire Bill Gates, I'm just going to hide in a bunker, literally. How the people can still stomach these fucking people is beyond me. The motherfucker say, I'm building a bunker. Why? Well, because the world's falling apart. You never know what's going to happen or whatever the fuck kind of excuse Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates got to make for having a bunker. Well, why don't y'all build a bunker community? Y'all want to build fucking climate change communities, but y'all don't want to build some fucking safe houses and safe rooms for, the people that you care about. These motherfuckers want to make vaccines, right? They want to make shit to like save humanity, but they're building bunkers. That shit don't go together. That's called an oxy fucking moron. And that's called a complete fucking imbecile if you believe that shit. Your brain can't be firing off all cylinders if the motherfucker telling you he want to save you with doing, giving you pokes all the time. He wants to save you, but this motherfucker building a bunker. Get the fuck out of here, man. People, you can't even talk, people can't even talk to me, Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. So it's just ridiculous. The same motherfucker that wants to save humanity is building a bunker. Okay, make it make sense. Fuck out of here. The same one that wants you to go in the metaverse build a bunker. Oh, live in a metaverse. Yeah. I'm gonna show up at UFC fights and not know how to mingle with people. I'm gonna build a bunker. Fuck it. It ain't working for me. So these people want to save us, but they building bunkers. Make that shit make sense. It's amazing how they got their androids running around this bitch every day. Just like everything's all right. Oh, 30 years I'm retiring. Oh, yeah, fuck you, man. In 30 years, there won't be any money left for retirement. You know, the fucking government and these Democrats and these Dems are destroying society. Are you literally? That's what the world is. You know, these Dems and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? This shit is a million times deeper than that. And honestly, if I think at this point with the brain cells that these people got, if y'all knew what was going on, you'd probably off yourself or start doing crack or alcohol and or fentanyl all together at once. You know, what shots you doing tonight? I just learned what the fuck the world was. I'm doing shots of fentanyl, crack, cocaine, heroin, and the hardest alcohol I could find, and then some moonshine to wash it away. That's how they would be. And then I'm gonna play Russian roulette afterwards because this shit is too goddamn crazy. Them motherfuckers gotta kill themselves twice if they really knew what the fuck was going on. Shit, when I die, kill my soul too. I didn't know it was that bad, hun. What the fuck? That's the kind of world these people living in, man. You know? I'm sorry, but I got an outlook. But if the shit don't happen, it just is what it is. You know, I don't see 5 years from now. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's gonna happen with this goddamn election. Before I'm making it, you know, people talk about making plans. Shit. What the fuck are they gonna pull? It is literally, who the fuck? They're not even talking about politics, really. Just Donald Trump's fucking campaign trail and faking Joe Biden supporters. He's got more support. Trump's support is following off. And, you know, god damn. For all the people that actually look into this shit, I mean, believe this shit, most of society don't give a fuck. I don't do politics. Well, politics do you, whether you know it or not. You know? What's good, Onyx Angel? So my outlook is like, I want to know what the fuck about to go down. I mean, November is, let's back up. November, October, September, August, July, June. We're already in May. May will be over before you finish taking your shit today. All right? It'll be over with. So we got 5 fucking months. Really, we only got 3 before the shit starts getting hot on the campaign trail. 3 to 4. 3 to 4 months. That's it. Before whatever the fuck they trying to do, they gonna get to doing it. You know, I believe during the before the solstice or right after the solstice is when the shit, you know, these fucking sun worshipers get busy. You know, they gonna get fucking busy. You know, they're gonna get fucking busy. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm watching. You know, anything after that, you know, for me, do I believe that there will be a president sitting in a presidential seat the way it is right now? I don't see that. My mind can't put that together. And I hope I'm fucking dead ass wrong. I cannot see that happening where, oh, there's a president, it went an election. They have already set it up where it cannot go a good way or a traditional way. It cannot go, okay, we voted. It just, they already set it up, man. It's already set up, laid out. I don't give a fuck what you do, who you put in there. It's going to be called chaos because of cheating and AI and mail-in ballots, electronic ballots, rigging, you know, whatever the fuck. But I know one thing they cannot go with You can't run this Donald shit Trump for another 4 years with him in or outside of the office. No, they don't have that long. You know? What are they going to do? Put another president? Oh, Obama or Michelle Obama gets presidency, or Joe Biden steals the show again, and then they have another 4 years of willy-dilly Trump bullshit? No, man, they already got this plan rolled out for this year. That's it. That's it, guys. And I hope I'm fucking wrong. I don't want to be right. And all of us that talk like this, we don't want to be right. I'd rather be wrong, you know? But they've already set it up to go exactly where it's going. So that's what I look at. Look, tell the motherfucker straight up, look, man, they already got it all planned out. It's about to be a fucking chaos here. And then the Real ID Act. Let me look this shit up, okay? Because they keep pushing that Real ID back. Why? Their agenda ain't ready yet. The Real ID was supposed to have been done 2020, 2021, the latest. You were supposed to have either federal or state identification. That was supposed to happen. All right. Let me see. Okay. Real ID deadline. May 7th, 2025. U.S. travelers. This is what Homeland Security is saying. All right. On May 7th, 2025, U.S. travelers, right? Now, they want to call you a traveler in this sense, but they don't want to call you a traveler any other sense, you know? Traveler, right? You got a right to travel, right? So U.S. travelers must be Real ID compliant with a capital Real ID, capital. All that's capital, right? On May 7th, 2025, which is 1 year from now, and floating some change, right? Yo ass neither have one or the other. For U.S. travelers, it doesn't say U.S. flyers, it says U.S. travelers. It doesn't say U.S. flyers or you people want to fly. It says U.S. travelers. That lets me know there are going to be borders and territories. Point blank, period. Nothing more, nothing less. Y'all can believe whatever you want. Hey, belief is a motherfucker. That lets me know that your traveling is going to be hindered greatly by something. I don't know, but it'll be something. All right. It said U.S. travelers must be Real ID compliant to board domestic flights and access certain federal facilities. What you're not telling me also is federal territories. All right. This is just the broad brush of the scope, the brush of the paintbrush that they're just glossing over in a couple of lines. That's heading at the top of the Homeland Security Real ID shit. All right. So that's what they're doing. Why would you need to be Real ID? Why would you need to do that to flying domestically? Why? Why would you need a federal ID or a passport? Well, that's because it's going to go under federal control. How? Well, due to some kind of fucking federal emergency. That's how you get the state and federal government separated from power. They already showed you during Mission 19, but nothing happened. It was all fear mongering. You know, they didn't do anything. You know, the eclipse meant nothing. It was just, you know, just a fucking thing that just happens. Yeah, okay. Believe that shit if you want to. All right. And Pennsylvania, go to another state. I just showed you, you know, overall broad spectrum, but this is what Pennsylvania is saying. Real ID, Department of Homeland Security has postponed the enforcement date for Real ID from October 1st, 2021. That's when the original one was, to May 7th, 2025, in response to the fucking stage show that they ran for fucking 4 years. Beginning May 7th, 2025, Pennsylvanians, see, oh, now you get to be a Pennsylvanian. Oh, okay. So people that are born with a birth certificate in Pennsylvania, they're Pennsylvanians. They're not Americans. This is a government website. Like me, I want to be a Coloradoan. That's where I was born. Why can't I put what's where I'm from? I'm a Coloradoan. Why the fuck am I playing anything to do with New York State? All right. It just is what it is. Like I said, I've been, maneuvering some things, trying to, look at dive deep into some things, and you'd be surprised what you find out. But anyways, Pennsylvanians will need a real ID compliant driver's license / photo ID card or another form of federally acceptable identification, such as a valid passport or military ID. Oh, military ID. Why did they throw that in there? Well, could it be that we'll be under some kind of military rule? And if somebody has military ID, which when the federal government takes control of, oh shit, is there a protest? They're going to have a protest. They have in front of City Hall blocked off. I wonder what time they're going to have a protest for this fucking Sandra Dorley bullshit. But yeah, they're going to have a protest for sure. They got the street blocked off. Maybe I'll have to come check that out. Or it might be a Palestine protest, but I don't know. But anyways, why would they have military ID? Well, like I said, because when this split does happen, or chaos or an emergency, federal emergency comes across, well, what does the federal government do? It takes over anything it wants to. So if there is a shipping industry, i.e. the trucking industry, which is already under federal control, they will take control of that. And guess what? Now, people that are driving, regular truck drivers, now they'll have to get a militarily authorized ID to move that truck. That's where we're going, guys. It is what it is, man. Anyways, so it says another form of federally acceptable identification, right? Because this is what it says in Pennsylvania. Beginning May 7th, 2025, Pennsylvanians will need a real ID compliant driver's license / photo ID card or another form of federally acceptable identification, such as valid passport or military ID, to board domestic, commercial flight or enter a federal building or military installation that requires ID. Oh, what can be a military installation? Boom. There it is. They've already ran it. Homeland Security, remember? They was running all this shit all across the United States. Mr. 19. Right? Remember that? Ain't that crazy? So that's Pennsylvania. All right, let me scroll down and see if another one pops up. All right, that's Pennsylvania, New York. Okay, what is Real ID? California DMV.gov, right? California DMV.gov. The Federal Real ID Act places new rules on which forms of identification may be used to board flights within the United States, parentheses U.S, and enter secure federal facilities such as military bases, federal courthouses, and other federal facilities. A California issued Real ID driver's license or identification card meets these new requirements and is marked with the golden bear and the star. Applying for a Real ID requires proof of identity, proof of California residency, and a trip to the Department of Motor Vehicles. You'll be asked to provide your social security number on your Real ID application. Exceptions may apply. Why? Because California and New York State have green light bill where motherfuckers can get all this without any kind of fucking documentation whatsoever but an address. Okay? Individuals, okay, going down here. Federal compliant, yes. Federal compliant, no. All right. Real ID document checklist. All right. What is Real ID? Frequently asked questions. All right. A Real ID is a driver's license. Why is that one always the fuck first? But we're talking about airplanes. You ain't driving the fucking plane. Why you got to have a real ID driver's license? Oh, in case you want to fly. No, motherfucker. That is for your ass going from territory to territory. You need to, because it's going to tie into the biometric system through what Trump wanted, right? Which he's all for electronic surveillance, right? That's what that shit is for. They know wherever you're going, there's already license plate readers all over this bitch. And no, you're not going to dodge the license plate readers by taking your fucking license plate off, because the AI computers, they tricked you, have not been, license plate readers been fucking around for over 20 fucking years. These cameras are these motherfucking AI cameras, they're reading the vehicle and analyzing the data that is getting sucked from the device in there if they can identify the motherfucker. And if the plate is on there, that's a plus. But the AI is analyzing the vehicle, the tents, the windows, the wheels, the fucking every detail of the car, a dent, a light out, a scratch. That's what these shit is doing. Everywhere that car goes, it's logging in the shape, the color, every fucking thing. People just don't understand what the fuck is actually happening. And they don't give a fuck about your license plate anymore. That's old technology. That's what they want you to think. Oh God. And you know, people are like, I'll just take mine off, or I'll just buy these flip up plates that are going viral, right? No, man, they don't give a fuck about that. Your motherfuckers, most people use GPS. These newer cars have the shit built in the car. The newer cars are coming with fucking cameras in the bitches. These new cars are coming with front-facing your ass camera. Ain't that crazy? Because what are they gonna do? They're gonna link the key with your biometrics with that fucking vehicle. All this shit is coming, man. You think they give a fuck about your plate? No, man. These AI is learning your fucking vehicles and linking the data that they're extracting from the device that you have in your vehicle at the time. It's data collection at the same time. Photos are being abstracted. Like, this shit is so deep, man. It's like, what the fuck is y'all thinking? I don't give a fuck about your plate. But look at these goddamn cameras and this AI shit. You know? And, you know, hey, if you ain't got front window tint, guess what else they analyzing? Your motherfucking face. You know? So it's a lot of shit, man. It's deep. So anyways, in California, what is Real ID? A Real ID is a driver's license or identification card that is also a federally accepted form of identification. It can be used to board a domestic flight within the United States and enter secure federal facilities such as military bases, federal courthouses, and other secured federal locations. Let's let that shit sink in for a minute. So it is a fact, without a doubt, there's going to be a splitting between the state and federal government, which in then return destroys the Constitution that you're protected under. Whoever created that document and whatever how they made the laws uphold to it probably backfired on their ass, but that's what's protecting us, guys. Sorry to break the fucking news to you. And people are like, we need to get rid of the Constitution. Yeah, so the states can take control? Are you fucking kidding me? The states are most corrupt shit out here. I mean, seriously, the federal government gives the states money to be tyrannical. Like, what? What in the fuck are y'all talking about? I mean, seriously. You know? And you know, yeah, that's right. Maybe a hidden barcode. You know, your vehicles, they got a barcode under the VIN number in the front windshield. Well, AI, my friends, works fucking magic. Okay? I'm just saying, your ass is going to be identifiable one way the fuck or another with this technology. They're just playing with it right now. Oh, license plate readers. Oh, people, oh my God, they have license plate readers. You know, that's Big Brother. Motherfucker, they on Big Robot. What is y'all talking about? They're on Big Robot. Like Big Brother, he's a cyborg now. Big Brother is a cyborg. So Big Brother's a cyborg, motherfucker. Big Brother is Johnny 5 Terminator, motherfucker. That's what Big Brother is. Fuck is y'all talking about, man? This shit runs deep. This shit run deep, man. This shit runs deep, y'all. Very, very deep. So yeah. So again, reason why I got into the whole real ID spiel is because, you know, I ain't got. It's not rocket science. There is a reason. All right. And why I say driver's license? Well, motherfucker, your travel is going to be restricted, whether it's some climate shit, whether it's some terroristic emergency. Remember, essential workers, you know, hey, looking, motherfuckers with license plate A, B, C, D, and E on this day, motherfuckers F, U, C, K, Y, O, U on the other, you know, on the other days. Come on, man. We can't be this stupid. And again, guys, my disclaimer, this is all fear mongering, okay? Nothing's going to happen. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to transition from a paper fucking crispy dollar to an electronic currency, and everything's going to be smooth sailing, all right? With the climate change, we're just going to learn to be more sustainable and just happily ever after. And the crime on the streets, guys, it's magically just going to, people are going to realize that Ray Ray's killing Shaquem, and it's going to be okay. They're going to shake hands. The Bloods and the Crips and the Hells Angels are going to come together for a fucking cocktail party, drinking and eating hors d'oeuvres and shit. And, you know, the Democrats and the Republicans, you know, which are already run, they're going to stop arguing and fighting. They're going to say, you know what? We're all one government. You know, we were just tricking you guys. We're sorry. You know, you're not a slave. All those conspiracy theories. Guys, we really care about you. No, we're not building doomsday bunkers. You know, we're trying to help you guys. We were actually building doomsday cities for you guys to go in. And you guys, the smart cities, they were called smart. We want you to be smart. That's what we want. Don't go look up the etymology of the word smart. Just know that we want you to be smart in your cities and be sustainable. We love you guys. We didn't really, we gave you vitamin D. Sorry. We were only blocking the sun, guys, because, you know, we were just trying to prolong our life here on Earth, guys. We won't do it anymore. We're sorry. Yeah, okay. That's what they're going to do, motherfuckers. Y'all believe that shit. And Jesus, yes, he came back. He told Donald Trump that he's a savior. He's like Moses. Just follow him, guys. And then Yahweh and Benoit, he came back as a black guy, and he came down to earth looking like Morgan Freeman, and he said, get along, everybody. And he whisked his wizard wand, and everybody's happy. Yeah, okay. All that's going to happen, motherfuckers. Get out of here with this stupid shit. You know? Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best. Prepare for the worst. Hope you wrong for the best. That's how I'm good living that way. I'm not going to live blindly. Like, oh, nothing's going to happen. Then to go to the grocery store one day. Oh, shit. Everything's out of stock. Everyone's panicking because they're in fear. I'm not in fear. I'm not a fear monger. Well, the streets are empty. I'm driving down the street. You get fucking drone strike. Bam. What the fuck happened? You got your real ID, motherfucker. No, why? You're not supposed to go out of your fucking zone. Oh, I don't live in fear. You know? Fuck out of here with that stupid shit. Sorry, I'm just playing around. You know? I'm just joking. All you got to do is prepare. That's it. All y'all truthers talking about arming up, getting your AR-15 and going to war. Stop the movie mentality, dumb shit. Yeah, there was a lot of truth in the movie, but no. Don't go do no stupid shit like that. You'll quickly find out that that's not going down like that. You'll find real quick. All right. Prepare and just ride the you know, when a big ass wave, you know, comes, you ride the motherfucking wave, or you can drown. You can stay up top of it, or you can drown in the bitch. One of the two. You know, you can get thrown in the fucking ocean, and you can panic, or you can try to stay afloat and try to swim, try to find a device, you know, to maneuver through it. You know, something. That's what you can do. So, what's good, Israel Fleming? So, yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm just, hey, man, there's a lot going on out here, man. A lot, and more is going to go on, you know. Pay attention. Again, shout out to all the ones who know. Shout out to all the, you know, brothers and sisters out there who know what's up. And, you know, it's a beautiful time to be alive, man. You know. Just all you got to do is prep, man. Prep, prepare, try to sustain. And you're going to be all right. If it's time to go, it's time to go. It's right, Gemini. If it's time to go, it's time to go. Ain't nothing you can do about it, you know. Just try to survive. Just know that you made it. That's it. That's all. That's what I look at like, well, fuck, I made it, man. If it's over for me, it's over for every fucking body. You know? You made it. You made it to the end of the game. You know what's up. You leave out of here knowing what the fuck these motherfuckers done did. And that's it. Everybody gonna go one day. I just take the mentality the dumbest people on earth have, where they, you know, they live the way they live. They don't care. And they just say, you know what? I'm gonna die one day. Yeah, we all gonna go anyway. What the fuck we worried about? We all gotta go one day. I'm not gonna contribute to my beautiful creation's demise the best way I can. I'm not gonna fucking abuse it. So that means when it's time to go, hey, look it. Hey, I tried. I tried to get out. I tried to make it out. I tried to survive as long as I could. I rest with that. I know a bitch ain't coming poking me with nothing. That's not going to ever happen. I'm out. See ya. And then whoever's doing that, hey, wait, it's going to be a two-way street. You know, it's not a one-way. You know, I'm out. Before, they wouldn't even have to waste whatever they trying to plunge. Don't waste it. I'm gonna tell them straight up, like, look, don't waste the shit, because I'm not gonna, by the time that gets into me, I'm not gonna be breathing anyway. So y'all could try it if you want. You ain't getting my soul. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a bath. You know, I'll be cleansed. Fight and flight is in full swing. That ain't happening. So it is what it is. And, you know, that's the world we live in, where people that know got to worry about getting fucking raped with some foreign object because nothing they've done worked on certain individuals. So, yeah, man, that's about winding it down. And winding down also is, hey, you know, people are still waking up. You know, truthers are waking up out of truthing. Some are still vastly asleep, you know, gobbledygooking all day long. But hey, people are waking up out of a lot of things, and that's a beautiful thing to see. What was the latest one that was going around? Astrology is making its rounds too, guys. That's gonna go viral. Just like I told you, the other one's gonna go viral. The astrology, new age teaching of the shit is gonna go viral. Okay, that one's going viral. You know, what spell are you casting upon yourself? Okay. So yeah, more people need to understand what's happening. Okay, because that's a whole nother religion, and I've gotten to it with plenty of people before. Okay, you have this belief over here. You have the belief that was in South America and Mexico, right? That the Catholic Church came over here and destroyed and put and taught its thing. And that's another thing. What is happening here in the United States is what happened in many places across this fruited plain, which is the earth. It's already happened. This drug shit, it's already happened in China, in India. The reason why you will die if you have drugs in China is because they already went through this over 100 years ago. Within 100 years. They already went through this in China. And it was done by the same faction that's doing it now. My wife knows and understands this. Said the Americans did it. But in her sense, not the Americans, it's the Europeans that did this to China. They already went through this. It was fucking bad. Like, whoa. Like, she opened me up to a lot of shit that I never knew. You know, the opioid, okay, was unreal. We just ain't go through it yet, guys. Like I said, America is the only place where you have a middle class. Nowhere on earth is there a middle class. You either rich or you poor. There is no middle class. They're just going along to what they've been doing for many, many years, creating that type of state. And then they're going to build another one through the Belt and Road where people will prosper, and there will be the poor class would come up to a middle class, and then they'll wash, rinse, and repeat it again. That's why empires fall and fail. It's not because, oh, the empire just fall. It's because you can only keep humanity in a certain state for so long before they realize the shit is not right. So they got to eliminate a middle class, rich, poor. That's it. Rich, poor. You have money or you don't. There's no in the middle. If you ain't wealthy, you got no money. That's how they look at it. There is no middle class. So they're this is all they're doing, guys. You know, this drug problem ain't new. This is why Trump says, you know, I like President Xi, you know, executions and shit. Executions. So think about it, because they already been there. This is where it's going to go in America. You get caught with drugs, you going. All these dispensaries, all this weed shit, that shit is getting eliminated, guys. They're going to fucking, there is going to be no drug. You ain't getting no fucking weed, motherfucker. This is a game. You're not going to be going in no dispensary. They're going to eliminate that shit. That shit's going to be go bye-bye. No more. They ain't got weed. They ain't got all these other countries. They don't have none of this shit. You're not going to go in there. In a country that turns like we're going, communist? No. Fuck you talking about? No. You know? Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm loving the conversations with Era and all the person in the chat. No, it's a good crowd, man. I know. I see the you know, but I look at the comments later because I be streaming, like, and when I read the comments, I start thinking about what y'all talking about, and I get off topic. You know, I get off the stream. You know, but like I said, the shit that I get, man, honestly, I don't know where it be coming from sometimes. You know, but that's why I be streaming. You know, I got to be in a certain energy to even make a stream. I can't just turn on a stream anytime and just start talking. I got to be in that spirit and that energy. You know, I got to be in the energy in order to make that happen. What's good, Angel Z? Rap Sample ESP. Shout out to everybody. Gemini's that's up on here. I saw Israel Fleming. Daniel Amico, shout out to you, my brother. You saw something crazy over here? Okay. Hit me up, man. Shoot me a text if you're still here. You know? So it's a lot of shit going on, guys. More to talk about. You know. But right now I'm about to get up off here. I gotta take care of some things. And yeah, man. Just know that they've done this plan. I've said this multiple times. They've done this in South America. They introduce drugs, flood it. The people get on it, destabilize it. You know, this is just what they've done, and they're doing it now in all the crown places. You know, a lot of places already went through these transitions. You know, a lot of places America is going to look like South America and Asian nations. What I mean by that is that's going to be the color of the skin. It's going to be like a mixed high yellow ass skin. All right. In the future. All right. Why that is, hey, that's up for interpretation. Okay. And look what they did to where the straight, like the darkest people on earth are. Look what they've done to those areas, man. Think about that. When you go back in the history of India, and they were dark. You go back to the history of China, the Chinese were dark. You go back to history in South America, all right, they were dark. You go back in the history of Mexico, they were dark. But over time, the mixtures, this is what happens, you know? And when you're with around Asian people so long, and, you know, they, you know, it's a perception that, you know, oh, all Asian people have small eyes and stuff like that, look this way, but they all look the same. But when you're actually with them all the time, and they all looks different. For me, they're like, everybody looks different. Their eyes aren't small. You know, they're not, you know, they're just little chinky. Like you start to notice like some have bigger eyes and, you know, stuff like that. But you have to be around them long enough to know that, you know, it's like, you know, some white folks think all black folks look alike. Oh, he's black, you know, all look the same. You know, some Asian people think all white folks and all black folks look the same. Some, you know, Spanish people think black folks all look the same. Some people think Spanish people all look the same. Some people think Mexicans all look the same. When you're around Mexican people, no, they don't. Mexican actually look like Chinese people, you know, very close. And that's why Mexicans and people from South America and what we call Spanish, they all look the same, you know. To us, they look the same, you know, with their body build, hair, you know. You ever see a Mexican with fucking blonde hair? You ever seen a Chinese or Asian person with blonde hair? Hell no. They might dye it, but you don't see it. You ever, you know, think about it. Black folks, all black folks gonna have black hair, you know. Mixtures, you know, obviously it's gonna change colors, you know, but think about it. Think about that shit. And then you really think like, okay, you know, look around you, you know. So it's a human race thing, but anyways, I'm about to get up off here, man. Much love to you guys. And, you know, shout out to everybody who watches this later, man. Love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, wait. If there's going to be a protest downtown, I might go live from over there. Just record the foolery, whatever it may be. So stay tuned for that.
Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my face. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a mind reader. Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my veins.